Okay, so my grandma called me over to assist her in a couple of things. So I went to see her. So one of her neighbors, it's alleged that, she's a witch. And yeah, there are certain things that are spooky that have happened at her house. So when I was there at my grandma's, her my uncle, right? Her son, my uncle. Okay, and for the record, like she's my grandma in the sense that her grandkid is my best friend. So here, like her grandma is my grandma, so I call her grandma. So she needed help with a couple of things. So when we were there, her son, who happens to be my uncle, yeah, was at this neighbor's house, the one that I'm saying people allege that she's a witch, helping her out because they say that there was a snake that had entered her house. And they said that there was a snake that was in her house and she couldn't remove it. So my uncle and other men in the area were trying to kill the snake. And I was there, for the record, I was there, you know. They were trying to kill the snake, but the snake just couldn't die. So they hit it because here, like, it depends on the kind of snake. So many times they say that they're protected by the government and stuff, but you know how it is. Like here in Africa, the snake is evil. Adam and Eve, the snake, So the snake is just evil. Snake is just Satan in here in Zimbabwe. So when you see a snake, you kill it in most cases. So these men tried by all means, and I was there, like trying to kill the snake, and this snake would just not die, you know? So they came up with the solution of boiling hot water, and pouring it onto the snake because the snake would just not die. So they boiled a lot of hot water and poured it onto the snake. So I'm not sure if the snake died or if they managed to retrieve the snake. But then the following week, my grandma called me again to come and help her with a couple of things at her house. So whilst we were there, this alleged witch's grandkid came knocking at my grandma's house. And she was like, help us, Gogo. Gogo has just got burned by fire, you know. And so everyone just rushed there, just to assess the situation. And we found her burnt. Her whole entire leg was burnt from her thighs to her toes, except for her private parts. And she was in excruciating pain. So, like, people were just, like, surprised because it is alleged that the previous week when these men were trying to kill the snake, she was just quiet, seated, doing nothing, not even trying to find out if the snake is dead or like if she's safe and happy. She was really not moved by this whole situation. And then the following week, all of a sudden, she's burnt. After the snake got burnt, it really didn't make sense, So I was there, like, I saw everything happen. So people got the car and they rushed her to the hospital. And then she was like, she's not going to talk to anyone except for her grandchild. Yeah. Of which the grandchild's mother refused because she insisted she only speak to her and no one else, because she said that she had instructions for her that she wanted her to fulfill before she died. So you know how it is, like, with everything going on, with everything that had transpired, people just assume, it's got something to do with witchcraft, like she's looking for a successor, the kind of thing. So the granddaughter did not see her, and weeks later, she passed away. So it's alleged that the moment that this snake got burnt and got killed is the moment that she also got burnt and got killed, because according to her, she got burnt, burning papers, her jersey caught fire, and she got burnt. But looking at the way this fire was there, it was really like a small fire. There was no need for anyone to, have serious third-degree burns. But yeah, she really got burnt, really, really, really seriously. And days later, she died. So people believe the snake was hers, and she was connected to the snake, and that's how she died. She was really like a witch. So on the day of her funeral, people say that a lot of spooky things happened. They saw funny creatures. They heard like wolves and funny creatures cry in the jungle, because my grandma's house is close to the edge near a woodland. So, like, there are lots of wild animals that side as well. So, yeah, like, I saw the scenario of the snake and her getting burned and passing away, you know. For me, it was really odd, like the chain of events in less than a week that took place. I honestly think this woman was a witch, and she had a lot of funny, spooky creatures with her. And yeah, because of the snake, she died. Yeah, that was a crazy experience for me. I will never forget that one. So I hope it helps you in your stories.